No. I'm a Mexican. Oh, I'm deep. Oh, no.
Everybody's on this side.
It's in my hair, it's in my clothes. You can tell I can read. There's no doubt.
You're a messy painter, Joyce?
Oh, bad.
I'm messy at everything I do, so
Well,
it's all good.
me too. Don't they say that's a sign of a brilliant mind?
Oh, well then I am very brilliant.
Messiness is brilliance, but I must be dumber than a rock. I am not messy.
Just when I do things, I'm messy. I like things neat, but no.
Yeah, while I'm doing them.
I scooped ice cream for Katie's Corners. It was so bad. She even said something to my dad once. She's like, well, her drawer is never off even by a penny, but that girl has ice cream everywhere. Okay. Let's go ahead and start by listening to the sound of our breath and just focusing on that. Trying to let go of our thoughts and our worries. We'll bring both hands together at the heart center. Let the chin sink to the chest and set an intention for your practice today. Think about what you hope to get out of your time on the mat. As we lift the head, we'll inhale the arms up. And exhale nice and slow, all the way down, exhaling the entire time. We'll inhale up. Exhale, open up. Inhale up. Go ahead and interlace the fingers. Press the palm away. And as you exhale this time, we'll bring the hands in front and we'll go back on the tailbone. Really pull the belly button in towards the spine. Inhale, sit up nice and tall once more. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale. Inhale, up. Go ahead and lower the left hand down. We'll do our side stretch to the left. Relax the left elbow. Lengthen the right rib cage. Keep that right hip heavy. And we'll come back up to center. Left hand up and over to the right. With every exhale, think about just surrendering a little bit more, relaxing into your stretch. And back up to center. And let's walk those hands forward. and relax. Walk the hands back, sitting up nice and tall. We'll switch which foot we have in front. Spinal twist to the left, so that right hand will go to that left knee. Left hand can wrap around the back. We're twisting from the waist and opening up the shoulders. Look over that left shoulder. Release your bind and we'll go directly towards the right. And again, release to return to center. Bring both hands up to the shoulders and gently twist side to side. Get some heat going in our centers, in our core. And start to slow back down. And find center once more. Hands come in front of us and relax into a forward fold. And walk the hands back as we sit up nice and tall. Keeping that feeling of that strength coming from the crown of the head, we'll extend the legs long in front of us into a staff pose. Point and flex the feet. And keeping them nice and flexed. We'll exhale, grab whatever you can, and relax into a forward fold. And roll back up to a seated position. Let's swing the legs around and we'll come to our tabletop position, all fours. Make sure you line the knees up with the hips and the wrists with the shoulders. Keep those shoulders actively pushing away from the earth. Keep that core pulled in. And we'll go into our cat-cow breathing. As we inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward to cow. Exhale, tuck in the tailbone and the chin. Pull that belly button up to the spine. Inhale, return to cow. And just go back and forth between your two poses, following your breath. And let's return to a neutral spine, flat back. Lifting the right foot, so both knees are still anchored. We're gonna start swinging the foot from side to side. As it comes out to the right, we'll look over that right shoulder. As it swings to the left, look over the left shoulder, and back and forth. Take your time and really imagine when we're coming to the left, that right rib cage lengthening. And when we come to the right, the left rib cage lengthening. So a lot of spinal stretching here. And we're going to extend that right leg out to the side. And we're going to do leg lifts here. So we're going to try to lift it up and down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. The left hand is going to reach up to the sky. And then thread underneath the right arm, coming to the left shoulder. And then the right arm can either come to the top of your mat or maybe wrap around your back, grabbing the inside of that left thigh. Go ahead and untangle. We're going to press our way back up. And draw that right foot up to the outside of both hands. Shifting your weight forward. Watch that right knee coming into your lizard lunge. Look up. Look forward. Shifting the weight back, we'll bring that right foot all the way back to the tabletop. Returning to all fours. Begin by wagging the tail with that left foot, so we'll lift just the foot, and it goes from side to side. Head follows to lengthen that rib cage. And extend that left foot long. We're going to lift it up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right hand will reach up to the sky. Thread underneath that left arm. Coming to your your right shoulder. And that left hand can either go to the top of the mat or wrap around the back, grabbing the inside of your right thigh. As we untangle, the left hand will press our way back up. We'll continue the movement with the left foot up so it's beside the hands, and stretch forward into your lizard lunge, looking forward. We'll shift our weight back to draw the leg back. Toes will touch, walk those knees as wide as your mat, and let the hips sink back to the heels. Stretching the hands forward before resting the forehead on your mat. Come into your child's pose. If it feels better, stack your hands or your arms underneath the forehead. We're going to roll our way back up through tabletop. Draw the knees in so they're in line with the hips once more. Walk the hands forward and lower the chest towards the mat into your puppy pose. Shift your weight forward onto your forearms until your shoulders are in line with the elbows. Tuck the toes and straighten the legs, coming into an elbow plank. We'll hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower the hips, keeping that upper body up in our Sphinx pose. Shoulders are active. You can either just look over that right shoulder, or you can bend that right knee and maybe even reach back. Give your quad a good stretch, but then press the top of your foot into your hand. Release your bind. Coming through center, look over that left shoulder, bend the left knee, and again, if you want, reach back. And release that foot down as well. Chest comes down to the mat. We'll slide those hands back alongside the rib cage, keeping those elbows pressing in and the shoulders down. Press up to a cobra. Look over the right. Look over the left. Slowly lower down. Press back up to a cobra. Look to the left and to the right. And lower down. And one last cobra. Draw the hips up. Tuck your toes and hips go all the way to the ceiling. As we come to a downward facing dog, walk your dog out, pressing one heel in at a time. Maybe do a little twist. Just try to really loosen up. And once the backs of the legs feel pretty good, you can start to find your stillness, coming into your downward facing dog. You're looking out past your feet so that your ears line up with your upper arm. Those shoulders are still actively pressing away from the earth. Your pelvis is tilting forward, and your heels are stretching towards your mat. Soften the knees and walk the feet up to the hands. We'll come into a ragdoll forward fold. So the knees are gently bent as we rest the chest on the thighs. You can maybe grab opposite elbows as you hang out, or if you're worried about your balance a little bit, keep your hands on the earth, whatever makes you more comfortable. And as we deepen the knees, we're going to roll slowly up to the mountain pose. Your head will be the last thing that comes up. In mountain, we're going to take advantage of the energy flowing around the body. Make sure that we have that tailbone tucked under. All four corners of the feet have equal weight. The thighs are engaged, lifting up off of the knees. Core is nice and tight. Our shoulders are pressing down and back. As we inhale the hands up, we're going to act like we're holding a big beach ball with the hands. And with your next exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come up to center. And exhale to the left. Back up to center. Next exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, and we're going to step back to a downward facing dog. Shifting our weight to the left foot, let's lift that right leg up into a three-legged dog. Try to keep your shoulders and hips square to the earth. We're going to draw that knee in to the nose, arch the back up like your cat, and shifting your weight forward, swing that foot in between the hands in a low lunge. Again, give a peek to the knee and the ankles, and as we look forward, as you have your balance, you drop the back knee and lift up to a crescent lunge. Drawing the hands down to the heart center. We'll begin the twist from the waist. Twist towards the right. Let that left elbow come to the outside of that right knee. And then lifting the body like when we're in our yogi squat. Release the left hand down to the earth. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Spinal twist. And as that right hand comes down, we'll shift the weight back to the left leg, straightening the right, half split. Pull the toes of the right foot up off of the mat and relax towards that leg. Shifting the weight forward, we're going to tuck the back toe. And as we come to that low lunge, we'll pivot the back foot, walk the hands so that we're in a forward fold. Exhale, relax the crown of the head towards the earth. You can have your hands wherever you feel more stable. If you want them to be in line with the feet, maybe even reach through the legs. And walk the hands back out. We'll come back to the top of the mat, pivoting the feet for a low lunge. Bring that right foot back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Shifting the weight to the right foot, let's lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Draw the knee in to the nose. Swing your foot through for your low lunge. Look forward, dropping the back knee. Shift up to your crescent lunge. Draw your hands down to your heart center. And starting at the waist, twist to the left. Let the right elbow come to the outside of that left knee. Release the right hand down to the mat. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Left hand comes down to the mat as we shift our weight to the right leg, straightening the left, half split. And shift the weight forward. Tuck the toes as we lift to a low lunge. And again, pivot the feet so you can walk the hands into a wide-legged forward fold. This time though, we'll keep the hands down in front of the face. And the right hand will reach up to the sky. Try to get those hands as far apart from each other as possible. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches up. Left hand comes down. We're gonna walk the hands over to that right foot so the left hand will stay down, close to that right foot. And again, reach up to the sky. Right hand will come down, walk the hands over to the left. Right hand stays down, left hand reaches up. Left hand comes down. We're gonna go ahead and pivot the feet so we can find that low lunge and bring that left foot back to meet the right in a plank. If you'd like, you can drop your knees here or stay in your plank as we exhale and lower down to the earth. And then we're gonna press our way up to a back bend of your choice, Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog. And as we exhale, press your way up to Downward Facing Dog. Bend both knees deeply and look to the top of your mat and make your way there any way you want. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Bring your hands through heart center and open up alongside you, finding mountain pose. And breathe. Or cough. You okay? Okay. Okay, we're gonna walk the feet about as wide as your mat and keep finding that movement in the knees. Let your arms go dead. And as we shift from side to side. And we'll start to slow it down. Back to center, heel toe, or just step the feet back in to line the feet up with the hips. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, and you're gonna step back to your downward facing dog. Shifting your weight to the left foot, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Draw the knee into the nose, shift your weight forward, and we're gonna step through, lifting to a high lunge. Hands will come down to our heart center. Twisting from the waist, left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Left hand will come to the mat, right hand up to the sky. Keeping your arms like this, we're gonna pop the back foot in, straighten the front leg into a revolving triangle. And let that right hand come down. You can pivot the right foot so it's straight forward into a pyramid. And cartwheel the arms up, warrior two. Right hand up and into your back space, reverse warrior. Keep that right knee bent. And as we come back through that warrior two, extended side angle. Either the right forearm rests on that right thigh or it reaches down for the earth. And cartwheel the hand down to the inside of that left foot. Finding ourselves once more in lizard lunge. Make sure we look forward. And you can walk your right hand to the outside of that right foot. Bring the right foot back to meet the left. Downward facing dog. Shift your weight to the right foot. Lift that left leg up. Three-legged dog. Draw the knee into the nose. Swinging the foot through. Lift to a high lunge on this side. Hands come through heart center, twisting from the waist to the left. The right elbow will go to the outside of the left knee. Right hand down to the earth, left hand up to the sky. Keeping the hands like this, we're going to pop the right leg in just a bit, straightening the left leg. Keep those shoulders open so you keep that rotation. Left hand comes down to the mat into your pyramid. Relax the crown of the head towards the earth. Pivot that back foot out as you bend the front knee into your warrior two. Left hand reaches up and back, reverse warrior. And through your warrior two into your extended side angle, whatever yours looks like. Everybody cartwheel that right hand down, shifting into a lizard lunge. Look forward. The left hand comes to the outside of that left foot. We're going to come to a plank. So that left foot comes back to meet the right into a plank. Now, if you're going to go down to your knees, you're fine. Go to your knees. If you're going to stay up, I want you to shift your weight back and front for a couple of times. And the next time you go forward, that's when you're going to start to lower down. Inhale back up to the back bend of your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bend both knees deeply. We'll look to the top of the mat, make our way there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. We'll bring our hands through heart center. And open up alongside mountain pose. And breathe. All right, hands come to the heart center. You're going to come up onto your toes, so releve. And keeping on your toes, begin to bend the knees. I know, it should sound so easy. Like when you were little, do you remember doing it all the time, right? Okay, and let's go ahead all the way down to the mat. I'll face you guys. Let's go ahead into the bound angle or cobbler pose, making sure we can keep our back straight. So you grab a hold of whatever you can to do that. Maybe it's your shins or your ankles. Maybe your pointer fingers can go around that big toe. Whatever feels comfortable and keeps your back. Gently flutter those knees, relaxing the hips. And let's extend that left leg long. And with the left hand in front of that leg, right arm is going to reach up and over. Go ahead and give those, the left feet a good flex. And just reach over. And we'll come up through center, planting the right hand on the earth. Shift our weight up onto the knee and reach up and over for supported side plank, really pushing up with that bottom rib cage. And we're gonna go for our balance here. So lift that left leg up. You can stay right here, or you can bend the knee and reach down for that foot like we warmed up for at the very beginning. Go ahead and extend it long once more. Lower the foot. And we're gonna sit back down. Extend that right leg long into a straddle. And make sure that pelvis is tilted forward like we do in our downward facing dog. And as always, if tonight you feel a really good stretch already and you just want to sit here, that's what you do. Our eyes are gently closed, so you don't even have to look around and know what anybody else is doing. If you want, you can walk your hands forward. You can bend those elbows and just relax. Remember, with every exhale, no matter where you end up, try to just let go a little bit more. And wherever you are, let's press our way up and back into the wide-legged straddle. Draw the left foot in. Right hand will go in front of that right leg and reach up and over. Exhale and relax. All the way up and over. Left hand plants. Rotate up onto that left knee. Right arm reaches up and over. Find your balance. You can stay right here, or bend that right knee, catch the top of the right foot, and add a bind to your balance. Good job. Extend that leg long. Arm reaches up and over one more time before you sit back down and draw that leg in. Arms come out to the side. Our right arm can come across the body gently. Grab a hold of the wrist and extend it in front. And then let it reach up and back behind. That left hand again grabs a hold of the right elbow, gently presses deeper into the stretch. Open up wide. Left hand reaches over. Stretch gently. And as we reach up, pat yourself on the back and press that elbow to deepen your stretch. Release your bind. Feet go out in front of us. And we're going to, you can have your hands back behind you at first if you'd like. We're going to find that spot on the tailbone where you have that balance. And see if you can maybe lift your feet, maybe one, maybe two. If you want to bring the hands around and help the back of the thighs. So you can start lining up the spine, lengthen the spine, you want it nice and straight. And maybe you can let go of the legs into your boat pose. Lower the feet and roll all the way down to your mat. Keeping the knees bent, the feet are planted onto the mat. We'll extend first one foot and then the second foot up to the sky. And let's do some ankle circles here. We'll go in the opposite direction. All right, we'll do our lower pelvic floor muscle workout. So we're gonna shift so that our knees are going out, the soles of our feet touch as we draw the feet towards the body. Open the legs out and all the way into your straddle. And then up, center, and that's one. We're gonna do 10 of these. You can go at your own pace. Go nice and slow. Really try to engage those muscles. And the next time you come down, we're going to go into a happy baby. So our hands come to the outside of both feet, and you can just rock gently side to side. Draw the knees together. Keeping a hold of the right knee, we'll let the left foot come down to the mat. Left hand will gently pull the right knee across the body as that right arm extends out to the side. And we're in a supine spinal twist. We want to keep that right shoulder anchored to the mat. And if it's comfortable, if it feels good, you can look over your right shoulder. Draw the head up to center first, and the legs back up to center. Left knee in, release the right foot down to the mat. Right hand gently pulls that left leg across the body as the left arm extends, keeping that left shoulder anchored to the mat. If it's comfortable, look over your left shoulder. We'll bring the head up first, and then both of the legs. One final hug. Release the feet down to the mat. Walk them up as close to the sits bones as you can get them, just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Arms come down alongside the body with the palms pressing into the mat. And we'll start by tucking the pelvis to really press that lower back into the mat. And lift the hips up off of the mat into a supported bridge. Imagine you have a ball or a block in between the knees. And very slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. And we are coming into our corpse pose for Shavasana, so if you like to add anything extra to make this more comfortable, now would be the time to grab those sweatshirts or socks or blankets. We'll take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Another breath in. And exhale. Begin by relaxing the toes. Relax the feet. Relax the calves. Relax the thighs. Relax the hands. Relax the arms. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. Release the jaw. Relax the muscles of the face. begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, inviting gentle movement back into the body. And whenever it's comfortable, you can roll over to one side, cradling your head with your arm. So many people enjoy activities like gardening because you can see the fruits of your labor. You get to plant that seed and you see it grow into that beautiful flower or tree or whatever it was that you planted. But there are a lot of things in this life that we plant the seeds for, and we never know what ends up happening. We don't know the impact that our presence have on other people. As you learn the limbs of yoga, you know that one of them is to do no harm. And when you think about the impact that you have, I think most of us can agree that we want to leave this place, we want to leave people better for us having been here, for us having been a part of their life. So as we leave the mat, as we go out and take this practice with you through your life, keep that in the back of your mind as we interact with people. Think about the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. And think about how that too can leave the mat with you and either remind you of this journey that you're on, or inspire you, sometimes maybe hold you accountable. Whenever you're ready, you can join me in a seated position. Thank you for joining me on the day after my birthday celebration. You guys are very sweet. I always say it, but I sincerely mean it. Every single person that comes, you guys bring your own energy, your own spirit, and it changes this practice. And so thank you for coming and making this practice what it was today. I appreciate you more than you know. And I also am so grateful that you allow me to be a part of your yoga journey. So, namaste.
Is March 15th the Ides of March?
March 15th is the Ides of March. That's why they always say beware.
I think it's the migration of the Hindu buzzards too, but I'm not sure.
I look forward to practicing with you all again.